Paint analysis submitted by Mark Toby M. Sagandoy, submitted to Dr. Elinita J. Cuenca, and meron tayong mga contents dito na naman. Describe the nature and purpose of type of paint. Describe the physical and chemical features of paint. Describe the methods of collections of paint evidence for question sample in known sample. And then yung last part is describe the importance, values of paint analysis in criminal investigations. So dito, yung nature and purpose ng and type of paint. Ano nga ba yung paint? Paint is matatagpuan natin ito sa mga surface ng mga bagay-bagay. So, it is used mainly to protect, ginagamit ito para ma-protect natin yung isang materials or decorative purpose, for decorative purpose or yung pang-decorate natin. Paint formulations are specific for the paint will be used for. So, specific ito kung saan ito ginagamit. There are automotive paint, architectural paints, tool paint, bike paint, cosmetic paint, or fingernail polish. And then, the last one is boat paint. Physical and chemical features of paint. Meron dalawa dito, physical characteristic and chemical characteristic. Sa physical characteristic, nag-i-include ito ng color, layer sequence, layer thickness, surface features, and layer features, contaminants, and weathering. Sa chemical components naman, may include pigments, polymers, and additives. Methods of collections of paint evidence for question sample and known sample. So dito, yung value ng paint as a evidence, paint sample can be difficult to collect from the scene of the crime. Difficult daw na mahanap natin or makollect natin yung isang paint at the crime scene. So, ito is matatagpuan natin on the variety of objects like include clothing, vehicles, and tools. Sa question sample naman, should include all loose or transferred paint materials. Source of question samples. Source naman ng question samples is including tools, floors, walls, glass fragments, hair, fingernails, roadways, adjacent structures, transfer or smear on the vehicles, or transfer to or from individuals such as damaged fabric with the inclusions. So, it means with the paint transfer should be approximately packaged and submitted in the entirely for the examinations whenever possible. So, if the paint is collected with tape leaf, be aware of the possible difficult encountered with attempting to manipulate paint samples bearing adhesive residues. In addition, components of adhesive could contaminate the paint sample and change its apparent chemistry. Sa known sample naman, when feasible, the known paint sample must be collected from the areas as close as possible to, but not within the point or points of damage or transfer. So, dito, yung known sample daw is kailangan makollect natin ito from the area as close as possible. Hindi daw sa point or points ng damage or ng isang na-transfer. So, this damage can usually not suitable source of known sample. So, the collected known sample should be contain all layers of the undamaged paint film. So, dito is particularly true in architectural paint and automotive film, where the curves, corners, and surface. Corners and edge are often impact points and may be subjected to previous damage, sanding, and overprinting. So, known paint sample collected from the different areas should be packaged separately and labeled appropriately. Sa importance naman ng values of paint analysis in criminal investigations, dito is i-identify natin ina-identifications natin or ina-identify natin yung mga motor vehicle, kung kailan ba ito ginawa, kung ano yung model nito, kung kailan ito na manufactured, kung kailan taon siya na manufactured. Then iko-comparison natin siya. Tapos the examinations of paint usually involve the comparisons. Yun nga, usually involve pa rin yung comparison for the paint from the crime scene with a sample of paint that has been taken from the known source. So, ito is important. Important yung paint analysis in criminal investigation para malaman natin yung source of trace evidence. Kung ito ba ay na-transferred through the car accidents, and then kung ito ba is kaso ng isang hit and run